Good evening, and thank you for and welcome to Intensity Broadcasting. My name's Josh Hall. This is the Sim Rap Market National Series here on Intensity Broadcasting. Sorry for a little bit of a late start. We got going a little bit later or earlier than I was expecting here tonight, but we are getting ready for a great race here at Dover International Raceway. We got a couple cars on track right now, just finishing up their qualifying attempt. Here is the 4 of Eric Schaefer making his way around the racetrack. Let's pop up the, looks like my time and scoring is giving me trouble already this morning. I'll get that popped back up for you. You can see where everybody is currently on the speed charts. There we go. There's the time and scoring. Eric Schaefer currently second quickest. We see Jacob Jorgensen making his way around the Monster Mile. As we've got about, whoa, Jorgensen gets a little loose there off of turn number 2. That's going to finish his qualifying attempt as he was up into the wall. Here's Justin Gahn, who just took the green flag on his first of 2 laps. Again, we want to apologize for a little bit of a late start here tonight. I had to work my normal job tonight and got out a little bit later than I wanted to. But we are here, we are getting ready for Dover. We are 2 races away from the playoffs. So after tonight, so we've got tonight, then we go on to Darlington and then Daytona, and then we start our playoffs here at Myrtle Beach on September 1st. You see Justin Gahn just went second fastest on the leaderboard. Here's Tony Kivitt making his way out onto the racetrack for his first of 2 laps. Dusty Applin also out on the racetrack right now. As Tony comes across the stripe for his first of 2 laps. First lap up into the 12th position. And just 2 drivers left to qualify, Josh Lokovitz and Lucas Lyons. Neither one of them have made their way out onto the racetrack just yet. As Tony Kivitt jumps up into the 6th position, here's Dusty Applin coming to pick up the white flag on his first of 2 laps. Down into turn number 1. High banks here at Dover. It's a mile long, but the laps here are quick. And this track is like a roller coaster. As you go down into the corners, you literally drop down into the corner. As you come off the corner, is actually a bit of an elevation change. They can really upset these cars. So you'll see off of turns 2 and turns 4 tonight, these drivers are really going to be struggling to get on and off the corners without losing time. Let's take a look at our points coming into tonight. You see Eric Schaefer still up at the top of the leaderboard. Cedric Hunter sits back in second. Third is Alex Coffey, Kyle Benson, and Craig Lautenschlager. And we'll leave that up on the screen so you can see where your favorite driver is currently in the playoffs. Also, let's take a look at the playoff cut line. You see Eric Schaefer with 3 wins, Cedric Hunter with 2 wins, Warren Kyle Keith with a win. Those 3 drivers are locked in to the playoffs. Kyle Benson back in 4th, Craig Lautenschlager. You can see where your favorite drivers are when it comes to the playoff picture. Of course, Craig Parks, Spencer Gay, Jesse Nicola, Brad Titus right there on the bubble. Then you've got Jacob Jorgensen, Josh Lokovitz, Jason Hastings, and Tony Kiffett on the outside looking in. Jorgensen just 1 point back, though, getting himself into the playoffs. So we'll see that stage points and playoff points are going to be very important, making their way into the end of the season as we come up towards the playoffs. Again, in 3 weeks, or 3 races. Will be September 1st will be our first playoff race from Myrtle Beach. In fact, we can pop up the schedule for you so you can see what we have coming up. And there you have it. So you can see Dover this week. Then 2 weeks, we move on over to Darlington and then Daytona. So, and then the playoffs start. Myrtle Beach, Watkins Glen, a little bit of road course racing in the playoffs. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be watching for all of these awesome playoff races. I apologize. I'm just getting something set up on my screen since I was not able to do that earlier in the day. But we have just a few moments left before qualifying completes. And we get ready for 150 laps here. At Dover. So there it is. Qualifying has come to the end. And we get ready to take a look at our starting grid. And starting on pole here tonight is the 94 of Jesse Whittington. Justin Gahn's going to roll off from position number 2. Eric Schaefer rolls off from the 3rd spot with Richard Swavely in the 4th position. Warren Kyle Keith in the 21 roll off 5th with Tony Kiffett in the 6th position. A couple drivers trying to make their way into the playoffs. Cody Kinsey rolls off 7th, and Jacob Jorgensen in that 5 machine rolls off from the 8th position. Cedric Hunter and Chris Bishop will make up row number 5 with Craig Parks and Dusty Applin back in row number 6. Row 7 will be Craig Parks. I'm sorry, row 7 will be Timothy Stubblefield with Jason Hastings back in row number 8. Sorry, Barry Knapp and Brandon Banks will be in row number 8. Brad Titus, Spencer Gay from row 9, and then Josh Lokovitz and Lucas Lyons rounding out the field here tonight at Dover in the 10th row. We got cars lining up here on pit road. We get ready for the action here from Dover International Raceway. Again, we want to thank everybody who's watching here tonight. Whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, or over on Kick, we do appreciate you tuning in tonight. Don't forget that like button, follow, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you know anytime we go live here on Intensity Broadcasting. As we see the drivers starting to make their way out onto the racetrack. And that 94 of Jesse Whittington getting ready to lead the field to the green flag. Of course, we want to thank all of our great partners here on Intensity Broadcast as well, starting with simratmarket.com, our series sponsor. If you're looking for a brand new paint job or number font or anything for your car, check out simratmarket.com, link down below in the description. Also, check out our great website over at intensityracing.com. For our small-time race team looking for some swag, get a quote today, intensityracing.com. Of course, also affiliated with the Butt Kicker. If you're looking for some good haptic beats, check out the Butt Kicker. As the pace car takes that hard left-hand turn down on the pit road, Jesse Whittington leads them down to the starting zone where the green flag flies, and we are racing here from Dover International Raceway. Down into turn 1 for the first time. Jesse Gahn on the inside. Justin Gahn on the outside as they make their way off of turn number 2. Jesse's going to be able to squeeze up in front of Justin down into turn at number 3. Side-by-side battle between Richard Swavely and Eric Schaefer. Schaefer down on the low side, Swavely up on the high side. Schaefer's going to tuck in line between Swavely and Warren Kyle Keith. Issues early for Timothy Stubblefield. Not really sure what happened to the 92 machine, but he is exiting pit road as we speak. Already looking to be a lap down. So leaders are battling it out here for the top spot. Our top 5 knows the tail. A little further back in the pack in side-by-side battle between Chris Bishop and Dusty Applin. Dusty up on the high side. Bishop trying to use that low lane to get around Dusty, but he's going to have to tuck back in line. Try it all over again. Meanwhile, we've got a battle for the lead as Justin Gunn has just gotten around Jesse Whittington, excuse me. And Jesse's going to fall back. He's going to lose another position here, possibly lower to Eric Schaefer as they come off of turn number 4. Jesse, and you can see just that elevation change, as I was mentioning, as they dive down into the corner, come back up off the corner. Here the RPMs spike a little bit there as they come off the corner. That is that as they come off the corner, cars do get a little bit of almost a little bit of air off the corner there. While up front, our top 3 knows the tail. As Eric Schaefer was all over the back bumper of Richard Swervely. Now Schaefer down to the inside. He's going to take that second spot away. So 2 stages tonight. Lap 30 and lap 65. So the first stage is going to fly right on by as we see some side by side here between the 54 of Brady Banks taking a look down to the inside of the 93 of Cody Kinsey, who looks like he's going to lose another position here to Jason Hastings. And Josh Lokovitz, who started at the back of the field, did not qualify. Working his way quickly through the field up into the 11th position, moving him up 8 spots from where he started. Meanwhile, back up front, we see the 4 of Eric Schaefer running down Justin Gahn. They are coming to start lap number 10. Off the back bumper of Gunn. You can see from this view just how bumpy this track really is. This old concrete surface has quite a bit of character, a lot of bumps. These drivers have a lot to deal with as they work their way around the Monster Mile. Quickly catching the 92 Timothy Stubblefield, who's being scored. Currently 1 lap down, but is in danger of losing the second lap. As you can see, just the straightaway between him and the leaders. Well, Justin Gahn's about to have his hands full. You see Eric Schaefer closing the gap there on our leader. little further back, we see Cedric Hunter working his way around Spencer Gay. Hunter's going to move himself up into the 13th position. Cedric Hunter did have a EOL to start the race. Further back, or up towards the front here, Jesse Whittington, Warren Kyle Keith. It's going to be a battle for the 4th position as Keith is stuck the game on that 94 machine. The 93 of Cody Kinsey continues to slide backwards. Last 10 positions falling back into the 17th position. I still have the driver's information up on the screen. See Warren Kyle Keith right there on the back bumper of Whittington as they come down the front stretch and into turn at number 1. Here comes Keith taking a look down to the inside. Almost had the position. Jesse's going to be able to get the run off of turn at number 2 on that higher side. Not quite close enough to try to make another run at it. Again, old racing surface here, concrete surface. This track gets really, really slick as the tires go off. Especially that right rear with all the banking, especially on the straightaway. One of the few tracks that have heavy banking on the straightaways. This one is self-cleaning track with a third spin on the straightaway. It almost always makes its way down to the bottom line. Turns banked at 24 degrees. Straights banked at 90 degrees. To put that into perspective, Martinsville's corners are banked at 12 degrees. So the straightaways here almost banked as much as the corners at Martinsville. As here comes Warren Kyle Keith around Jesse Whittington. And Tony Kivett right there as well, trying to make a move around as Jesse's going to fight back to the inside. Warren Kyle Keith. They'll be side by side as they come off of turn number 4. Just a handful of laps left in the stage. Again, the stage ends at lap 30. And up front, Justin Gotton starting to pull away from Eric Schaefer. Brandon Banks looking down to the inside of Jacob Jorgensen as they go down into turn number 3. Easily going to take that spot away as you see Josh Logovitz and Cedric Hunter, a couple drivers that started at the back. And Hunter is just marching through the field. Again, started on the last row due to taking an EOL. Now finds himself cracking the top 10 up into the 9th position. Side-by-side battle is between Barry Knapp and Cody Kinsey as Knapp able to move around and up into the 15th position. Is the 82 of Spencer Gay trying to take a look down to the inside of Chris Bishop. Come off turn number 2 down the backstretch, and Gay's going to take that position away. Meanwhile, Jesse Whittington under attack by the 76 of Tony Kivett. Almost runs up the track into Jesse. Tony Kivett's going to take that position away and move himself up into the top 5. 4 more laps until the end of the stage. We'll see the entire field making their way down pit road, and you see Bessie Applin and Barry Knapp were just going at it a second ago. Jesse tries to get the run there off of turn number 4. Just not quite close enough to make it happen. Eric Schaefer getting around as the 92 of Timothy Stubblefield, who would be your lucky dog right now. He's being scored 2 laps down. Only 1 driver out of the race here. That's the 25 of Lucas Lyons. As John starts to work on some more lap traffic, he's got the 8. Brad Titus right there in front of him. He's trying to get around Titus. And now he will. That's going to leave Eric Schaefer to battle with the 8 machine as they come off of turn number 4. Just 1 more lap in the stage. As Justin John makes his way through turns 1 and 2. Into turns 3 and 4. Turn number 4, Justin Gahn is going to be your stage winner. You should see the caution fly any second here. Here's the caution for the stage. So Justin Gahn, Eric Schaefer, Warren Kyle Keith, Richard Slavely, and Tony Kivitt are your top 5 in the stage. Then Jesse Whittington, Brandon Banks, Jacob Jorgensen, Cedric Hunter, and Craig Parks round out the top 10 here as we get ready for pit stops to happen as soon as Justin Gahn catches the pace car. Field all rolls into turn number 3. Pits should be open this time by. We'll see the entire field make their way down on the pit road. And Timothy Stubblefield will not be the lucky dog. That will belong to Brad Titus, who is only 1 lap down. See our leaders make their way down to their pit stalls. We'll see who is able to win the race off pit road here. Eric Schaefer was the first one rolling as it's going to be a drag race off, but it looks like Justin Gahn was able to win that race off pit road. But it doesn't really matter because it's going to be all about the choose. And while we've got a moment here, let's have a word from our series sponsor. And we are back as the field's getting ready to choose this time. We see Timothy Stubblefield out in front of the leaders. trying to get himself a lap here and get one of his laps back by taking the wave around and hoping for a quick caution to come out. As the field makes their way off of turn number 4. Pop this screen up here for you. We'll get that choose cone on the screen. So Justin Gahn chooses the inside, so isn't Eric Schaefer. That's going to put Warren Keith up on the high side. And the 27 of Richard Swartley also choosing the high side here. Row 3 will be Tony Kimmett and Jesse Whittington and Cedric Hunter. And the 54 of Brandon Banks. And finally in row number 5, the Josh Lokenvitz and Jacob Jorgensen. As the pace car is getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn down on the pit road, we see Eric Schaefer trying to get some heat into those rear tires here for the restart. And restarts here. At Dover can be tricky. As the green flag flies, you see a couple cars spinning some tires there, but Justin Gahn able to get the good jump through the Geico restart zone and down into turn number 1. Meanwhile, Warren Keith trying to take the lead up on the high side. As they come off of turn number 2, 21 will indeed take the lead off of turn number 2. So put Warren Keith up to the top spot. As Eric Schaefer tucks in line behind Justin Gahn in a side-by-side battle between Tony Kimmett and Richard Swartley. Is Swartley going to take that spot away, moving Kimmett back into the 5th position. And look at Cedric Hunter up into 6th and continuing that march forward. Meanwhile, Warren Keith starting to pull away from the rest of the field. And caution is out. And we've got one around on the back stretch, or front stretch. That is Dusty Applin. That's going to bring up our first wreckage rewind of the night. As we take a look to see what happened here. As they came off of turn number 4, we see the 14 of Chris Bishop on the low side. Dusty Applin up on the high side. You see the back end starting to step out. No, I take that back. The 14 just kind of washed up the track and got into the side, that quarter panel there, of the 18. Sends them right around. Both made contact with the inside wall. Doesn't look like too much damage for either car. We should be able to continue on. Again, no resets in this league, although the entire rear of the 18 is missing. No resets for the drivers here, so any damage accrued will have to either get fixed up or the drivers are going to have to retire. However, doesn't look like too much damage there for the 18. And this worked out for Timothy Stubblefield, as now he is the lucky dog. Had the opportunity to make his way around the racetrack, get back onto the lead lap. He'll be able to pit too, so here he is trying to work his way back around the field. So it's going to put Stubblefield back on the lead lap. drivers did make their way down pit road. We see Chris Bishop, who was involved in that. Dusty Applin also involved in that incident. And then Brad Titus down on pit road. We see a little bit of damage to the side of the 8. So the other side of the 8. So it looks like he's down here trying to get some of his damage repaired as well. So Timothy Stubblefield has come around and made his pit stall. Or made his pit stop, excuse me. And we will be choosing next time by. Again, next week we move on to the other. I find this track, Dover, being one of the tougher tracks on the schedule, although we'll be going right from here, the Monster Mile, to the track that's too tough to tame at Darlington. So back-to-back races at two of the toughest tracks that are going to be on the circuit this season. Brad Titus having some issues on the backstretch. Just kind of lost it all by himself. Well, here we go. We are coming to the choose. Put that choose a little closer here. There you have it. Warren Keith going to choose the outside lane again. He had such a great jump on that high lane earlier. Of course, he's going to go back to it. Justin Gahn on the low side. Eric Schaefer starting P number 3 with Richard Swervely in position number 4. Then row 3 will be the 76 of Tony Kivitt and Cedric Hunter making his way up into the top 6. Brandon Banks, Jesse Whittington back in row number 4. Then Josh Lokovitz and Jacob Jorgensen round out the top 10 as the pace car is getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. It looks like the lights are back on the pace car. So we're going to go around one more time. So again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, or over on Kick. We do appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button, follow, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you know anytime we go live here on Intensity Broadcasting. Don't forget to check out our great partners listed down below, including our series sponsor, SimWrapMarket.com. If you're looking for a brand new paint job or a number kit overlay, check out SimWrapMarket.com. Link down below in the description. Of course, don't forget about our great partner over at Butt Kicker. Butt Kicker is an established leader in gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel low-frequency sounds. Their products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC and console gamers, including professional sim racers. Check out the full line of Butt Kicker products. If your gadget's right for you, visit thebuttkicker.com. Of course, you can also check out our great webpage over at IntensityRacing.com. If you're a small-time race team looking for some swag, or you're looking to pick up some of Valley Atman Reese's race gear, ran in the Hampton Heat this past weekend, so check that out at IntensityRacing.com. Pace car takes that hard left-hand turn down on the pit road, and Warren Kyle Keith up on the high side approaches the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. We are back racing. Now, big jump for the 21 of Warren Kyle Keith as he makes his way down into turn number 2. Meanwhile, behind, they stack up behind him. As Justin Gahn did not get into the corner as well as he was hoping. That kind of checks up Richard Swartley, and it allows the 4 of Eric Schaefer to try to take a look down to the inside of 27. Not quite there to make that move happen. Right behind you see Jesse Whittington trying to hold off Cedric Hunter as Schaefer's going to take another look down to the inside. And again, just not quite close enough to make anything happen. Trying to pull away again from Justin Gunn in that second position. A little battle back here between Jacob Jorgensen and Josh Lokovitz. They're side by side here. And Cedric Hunter has made his way around the 76 of Tony Kittle. And ooh, looks like somebody followed. No, that is the 8 of Brad Titus, who is a couple laps down, having some issues, and he is sliding backwards through the field. As Justin Gunn continues to hold off Eric Schaefer for that second position. A little further back, a little battle, big battle back there. Ooh. 3 wide for a second as Spencer Gaze trying to work to the outside of Jacob Hastings. They were 3 wide for a moment with Chris Bishop and Barry Knapp for a moment, all mixing it up back here in the rear. And we see Jason Hastings and Spencer Gaze continue to battle it out. Eric Schaefer now right there on the back bumper going down into the corner. Of that 4-car step out in the middle of the corner there. He's going to have to check out, check up, slide back in behind the 30 of Justin Gunn. Wow, Brandon Banks had to wheel in the 76 of Tony Kivett. Turn number 2 pulls right up to the back bumper. He's not able to make anything happen just yet. Take a look off the front bumper here of the 54. No contact with the wall. That's going to allow Brandon Banks to take a look down to the inside of Tony Kivett. Be side by side off of turn at number 4. And that car on the inside, he's got so much wheel turned in. And you see the back end start to slide on that 54 machine as they come off the corner. Meanwhile, they've got more side by side action as Justin Gunn and Eric Schaefer are door to door off of turn at number 4. Battle for second heating up. Right on here, Eric Schaefer is just almost was able to, almost got into the quarter panel of the 30 of Gunn. Good look here to see how hard these drivers are working in the car. We ride along here with Eric Schaefer. They're working that throttle, working that wheel. Say Jacob Jorgensen was trying to take a look down to the inside of Tony Kivett. Not quite close enough to make that move happen. And Josh Lokovitz right behind him in the 10th position. We are quickly approaching 10 laps left here in the stage. Second stage will end on lap 65. It's Jorgensen trying to take a look down underneath the 76. quite close enough to make that move happen. Oh, Justin Gahn's now pulling away from Eric Schaefer. He's a half second back. And Warren Kalakuf out in front. He's almost a full second ahead. Meanwhile, Cedric Hunter running down the 27 of Richard Smedley. Down into turn at number 1. He is right there on the back bumper. Turns down underneath. Not quite close enough to make that move happen. Now he's down to the inside of Swabley and Hunter. Going to take that position away, so move Cedric Hunter up to the 4th position again. Hunter had to take a EOL or had an EOL at the beginning of the race. Not sure if he had to take that or. However, he did find himself at the rear of the field. He's driven his way up into the 4th position. Battle starting to ramp up here between Spencer Gay and Chris Bishop. This is a battle for 14th and 15th, and they are coming up on the 14th. They're coming up on Barry Napier as well, so it could quickly be turning into a 3-car battle as you see Josh Lurkowitz now back into the 12th position. Eric Schaefer now, as Cedric Hunter starting to run him down for that 4th spot. They're running a little bit higher lane, so Hunter's running the old Kevin Harvick lane here we used to call it, the diamond of the corner. You see him try to enter the corner a little bit higher. Pull it down to the inside. Just right there on the back bumper of Schaefer. Gonna pull down to the inside. He's gonna try to take that 3rd position away as they go door to door. Through turns 3 and 4 and move Cedric Hunter up into the 3rd spot. Just 2 laps to go here in the stage. Warren Kalakuf out in front of Justin Gahn by just over half a second. Come down through turns 3 and 4. We'll have just 1 lap left in the stage. Josh Lurkowitz falling back through the field right now. He's now falling back to the 14th position. It's lovely, another driver falling back now to the 7th position. Just lost a position to Jesse Whittington, but here's Warren Kalakuf off of turn number 4 down to the stripe. And Warren Kalakuf is going to be your stage 2 winner. Justin Gahn's going to finish 2nd as the yellow flag flies. Cedric Hunter back in 3rd. Eric Schaefer 4th. And Brandon Banks round out your top 5 here in the stage. Jesse Whittington, Richard Swavely, Jacob Jorgensen, Tony Kivett, and Cody Kinsey are your top 10, but your 2nd stage winner is the 21 of Warren Kalakuf. So the field coming to catch up to the pace car. The pit road will be open this time by. The entire field making their way down onto pit road. such a slow pit road when you've been running out there at 160, 170 miles an hour. Make your way down pit road at 35 miles an hour. Here's Warren Kyle Keith, made his way to his pit stall. Watch for the race off pit road. It's going to be 4 tires for everybody. Warren Kyle Keith gets off pit road first. Justin Gahn second. Looks like Cedric Hunter came off in third. Eric Schaefer and then Brandon Banks came off fifth as we get ready to go back green flag racing. Let's have a word from our sponsor. And we are back and getting ready for, I believe this is going to be the choose this time by. You see Warren Kyle Keith trying to save as much fuel as he can running down on that apron. And I expect him to choose the high lane here. We'll see where he chooses, see if he goes high lane or, yep, he's going to go right to the top. Going to put Justin Gahn bottom. Cedric Hunter and Eric Schaefer both choose the low lane this time. So a little bit of strategy this time by again, going to put Warren Kyle Keith, your control car, up on the high lane. Justin Gahn in second. Row 2 is going to be Eric Schaefer and Cedric Hunter. Row 3 will be Richard Swarvely and Brandon Banks up on the high side. Row 4, Cody Kinsey, Jesse Whittington, and Jacob Jorgensen and Tony Kivett back in row number 5. And now we have the entire field on the lead lap, so 19 cars currently on the lead lap. So we race it out to lap 150. It's going to be a long run here. I expect to see, I imagine we'll see 2 pit stops here unless someone is able to stretch the fuel. Warren Kyle Keith leads him to the Geico restart zone. Green flags back in the air. We are back racing. Eric Schaefer doing a big shove to Justin Gahn down into turn number 1. Cedric Hunter up on the high side trying to make something happen up there. Trying to take over the second position, but Gahn able to stay out in front currently in the 13. He's going to slide up in front of Cedric Hunter. And behind them we see side-by-side racing between Brandon Banks and Richard Swarvely. Right now on the back bumper of Justin Gahn, everybody on equal fresh tires. But a long run to the end, and these drivers are going to try to save those tires the best they can. Cody Kinsey. Sorry, it's Jesse Whittington taking a look down to the inside. Oh, I think that it's Cody Kinsey in the 93. Taking a look down to the inside, which is Swamley. Swamley's struggling right now. He's falling back. At the 5 of Jacob Jorgensen as the yellow flag flies. Looks like it's for Chris Bishop, who's looped it around on the front stretch, and ooh, heavy damage to that 14 machine. Looks like he is missing the entire, I thought he was missing, but the left front pushed up and into the bodywork. That's pretty much going to do it for him tonight as we take a look at the wreckage rewind to see exactly what happened to the 14 machine. Looks like, oh, up into the side of the 49 of Jason Hastings, and it makes heavy contact with the inside wall on the front stretch. Doesn't look like there was anybody else involved in this one, so. And drivers do come down pit road. We've got Cedric Hunter, Eric Schaefer, Cody Kinsey, Jesse Whittington, Tony Kivett, Craig Parks, Jason Hastings, Timothy Stubblefield, Dusty Applin, Brad Titus, Chris Bishop, obviously, after getting all that damage coming down pit road. But about half the field makes their way down onto pit road this time. Only drivers to stay out were Warren Kyle Keith, Justin Gahn, Brandon Banks, Richard Swervely, Jacob Jorgensen, Barry Knapp, Spencer Gay, and Josh Lokovitz. So while we get things underway, we'll have another word here from our series sponsor. Well, the lights are off on the pace car. It was a quickie caution, so we missed the choose. But Warren Kyle Keith did choose the high side. Justin Gahn on the low side. Brandon Banks and Richard Swervely down on the inside. Brandon Banks to the high side in row number 2. Josh Lokovitz and Jacob Jorgensen in row number 3. Eric Schaefer, Spencer Day, Cedric Hunter. Round out your top 10. Eric Schaefer is your first driver who's made their way down pit road. Looks like it was tires and fuel for everybody who did come down pit road this time. So Warren Kyle Keith getting ready to lead us back to the green, approaching the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. It's going to fire off. Warren Kyle Keith hits that loud pedal, fires off well, hits himself a big gap. Back to second place, Brandon Banks. Eric Schaefer, the first driver on fresh tires. Let's see if that makes a difference here, as they were just on pit road not too many laps ago. Schaefer taking a look down to the inside of Barry Knapp. And the 5 of Jacob Jorgensen. He's already moved himself up into the 6th spot. Meanwhile, up front, Brandon Banks, closest he's been to the front here tonight, starting to run down 21-4 Kyle Keith. I'm sure Keith, though, is trying to save a little bit here. for the long run to the checker flag. See Josh Lorton hits up on the high side. Jacob Jorgensen down to the low side. And Cedric Hunter right behind on fresh tires trying to make his way right through this. On Cedric Hunter, I know I want to get through these guys as quickly as I can, as not to burn up my equipment. Meanwhile, we've got a battle heating up here at the front. Warren Kyle Keith as Brandon Banks reeling him in. So is Justin Gahn back in the third spot. Josh Lorton gets back around and Jacob Jorgensen into the 6th position. Battle starting to heat up here between these two. These two have been racing each other hard all race long. Here comes Jonas taking a look back down to the inside of Josh Lokovitz off of turn number 4 down the front stretch and into turn number 1. Comes Jorgensen with another attempt at a pass here on the 5. I'm sorry, on the 79 of Josh Lokovitz. Now Cedric Hunter is going to make a move down to the inside of the 5 of Jorgensen. That's going on. Josh Lokovitz looking up to the high side of Eric Schaefer. Lokovitz catches the wall a little bit. That's going to allow Cedric Hunter to make a move down to the inside. Here comes Jorgensen to follow through as well. Ooh, big slide there out of Jorgensen. Almost got up into Josh Lokovitz. Abel has held on to it though. Great save for the 5 of Jorgensen. Meanwhile, up front, battle for the lead. It's Warren Kyle Keith has the 54. Brandon Banks right there on the back bumper. Here comes Banks down to the inside. Going to take that spot away. So a new leader here tonight, Brandon Banks. Up 15 spots from where he started to take the lead. We still have, when they cross the line next time by, we'll still have 65 laps to go. Schaefer trying to find his way around the 27 of Richard Swabley. Cedric Hunter right there behind as well. Schaefer takes a dive down to the inside into turn number 3. Eric Schaefer's going to use those fresh tires to move himself up into the 4th position. Here comes Cedric Hunter trying to follow through as well. Banks starting to pull away from Warren Kyle Keith. I don't know if this is just Warren Kyle Keith trying to save some fuel and some tires for the long run. Brandon Banks out there logging laps and leading laps here tonight at Dover. Spencer Gay pulling up on Barry Knapp. I'll try to make a move there. Close enough to make that happen just yet. Eric Schaefer runs back in the 4th position. Of Cedric Hunter. Jacob Jorgensen right on the back bumper of Richard Swabley. again losing the position now to the 76 of Tony Pivot. Jesse Whittington way back here in the 13th position. He'll work his way around Cody Kinsey. Another one who looks like he might be trying to save something here for the long run. As we still have quite a few laps until the end here. 58 laps left in the event. We work lap 93, quickly approaching 50 laps to go. And Eric Schaefer makes his way around Justin God and up into the 4th position. Cedric Hunter trying to make his way around the 30 of Justin God as they come down the backstretch. Into turn number 2. Hunter now up into the 4th position. Eric Schaefer in 3rd. And Brandon Banks, who was pulled away from Warren Kyle Keith a few laps ago, looks like he's already earned off his tires, and Warren Kyle Keith set to drive back up to the rear bumper of the 54 as they go down into turn number 3. Able to pull right up to that 54, see if he's able to make a move down here. No, he is not. Right on the roof here of Warren Kyle Keith. And up on the left car is Brad Titus right here as the driver's going to move right around lap car of the 8. Here comes Warren Kyle Keith down to the inside of Brandon Banks, and right behind we see the 4 of Eric Schaefer coming into the picture here as well. Cedric Hunter right there as well. Here comes Schaefer on those pressure tires, trying to make a move as Brandon Banks is able to hold off Warren Kyle Keith for the moment. As Eric Schaefer gets a good watch off of turn number 4. He looks down to the inside. Door to door through turns 1 and 2 for the 2nd position. Cedric Hunter tries to make a move here. Warren Kyle Keith throws the block. They go down into turn number 3. Big slide there from the 21 of Warren Kyle Keith. Cedric Hunter almost got into the back room. Now there's a battle for the lead as Brandon Banks washed up the track, and Eric Schaefer is taking over the top spot. That shows just how hard these drivers are pushing. So now Cedric Hunter is able to slide underneath Warren Kyle Keith. Move Cedric Hunter up onto the podium in the 3rd position. As we come through turns 3 and 4, the leaders come through turns 3 and 4. As they cross the stripe here, the complete lap 100. We have 50 laps to go. Cedric Hunter now side by side with Brandon Banks. Hunter's going to take that 2nd position away. Meanwhile, Eric Schaefer stretched his lead out to just over a half a second. Here comes Warren Kyle Keith looking down underneath Brandon Banks. Battle for 3rd shaping up as Keith going to slide in front of the 54 and took over the 3rd position. 48 laps to go. Field's starting to stretch it out just a little bit as we see a little battle back here between Billy Now and Jason Hastings. Hastings looking down to the inside of that. This is a battle for the 12th position. Meanwhile, though, everybody else on the track starting to stretch it out a little bit. As we take a look here from the iRa web, see the field starting to be a little bit more stretched out. As this battle between Barry Knapp and Jason Hastings is the only battle on the track currently. But Spencer Gay right behind Sergeant Gay. Jason Hastings. Of Justin Dowd running down Brandon Banks for that 4th position. Got able to slide around Brandon Banks up in the 4th. Brandon Banks falls back to 5th. Imagine we should start seeing some green flag pit stops here probably within the next, I'd say 10 to 15 laps. So Eric Schaefer continues to lead over Cedric Hunter by just over half a second. And here's our first driver. Oh! Richard Swaddley wrecks down on the pit road. If this was a planned pit stop or if he just, no, it looks like he was trying to make it down on the pit road. Oh, heavy contact with the barrels at the end of pit road. That is going to end Richard Swaddley's day. But that also tells me that green flag pit stops are coming up quickly for the drivers that did not pit yet. Of course, drivers like Eric Schaefer and Cedric Hunter are going to be staying out a little bit longer than the rest of the field. They were on pit road on lap 74, where Warren Kyle Keith is down on pit road on 66. So as I say that, Warren Kyle Keith makes his way down on the pit road and safely on the pit road, but you can see, as I mentioned earlier, almost like you're crawling coming down pit road. You're going to lose at least 2 laps here hitting under green. Josh Lokovitz also coming down on the pit road. As here comes Eric Schaefer off of turn number 4. He's going to put Warren Kyle Keith 1 lap down before Keith even gets to his pit stop. See Keith down on pit road. Left sides are just up, and now is Eric Schaefer coming through turns 3 and 4. As Schaefer makes his way off of turn number 4. There's Warren Kyle Keith just making his way off the pit road, so losing almost 2 laps. Austin Greeley says, in regards to Richard Swaddley, can't park there. It is a very accurate statement. So I should expect to see more drivers making their way down pit road pretty soon. Take a look here from pit road entrance. Swing this around here. We'll see if anybody else makes their way down pit road anytime soon. there between Barry Knapp and Jason Hastings down into turn number 3. Also listen out to hear if anybody else is going to make their way down pit road anytime soon. Warren Calhoun. As I mentioned almost 2 laps, Josh Lokenvitz didn't need these 2 laps. This next group of drivers I imagine will be coming out pit road will be Justin Don, Brendan Banks, Tony Kibbett. But also, does this force the hand of Eric Schaefer and Cedric Hunter? Because yes, they picked almost 8 laps after the rest of the field. But that also just means that there's more fuel in their tank and maybe a little bit shorter pit stop. Could taking 2 tires be a strategy call for these drivers? That's happening though. Cedric Hunter is running down Eric Schaefer. It was over a half a second lead. Just a quarter of a second. Cedric Hunter continues to gain on the floor of Eric Schaefer. These 2 are at the top of the leaderboard based off of wins. Eric Schaefer, 3 wins on the season. Cedric Hunter, 2 wins on the season. Warren Kyle Keith has 1 win on the season. Cedric Hunter trying to get his 3rd win. Even up the win total with Eric Schaefer. So far, everybody's staying out. Let's stretch this run. As we come to the stripe here, we'll have just 30 laps to go. Now the big question becomes, when will the next round of pit stops happen? I'm going to pop up our pit stop ticker at the bottom of the screen. The way that's going to work is if a driver makes their way down the pit road, first 3 letters of their last name will pop up down there. When it's flashing pit, that means they're on pit road making their way through their pit stop. When it solidly says pit, that means that they're in their pit stall getting service done. Once that changes to a time, that's how long their pit stop was. They're down and away. Now you can see exactly when they come on pit road and how long they spend there. Josh Lokenvitz trying to work to the outside of Eric Schaefer on those fresher tires. Schaefer's really trying to arc the corners here, trying to get as much speed. While he was running the highway trying to get Josh Lokenvitz to the bottom lane. And that allowed Cedric Hunter to pull right up to the back bumper. Our 2 leaders separated by less than a car length. And then it's 4.5 seconds back to 3rd place, Justin Gahn. Cedric Hunter takes a look down to the inside off of turn number 4. Has to tuck back in line, really make another jot here. Try to force the issue. No, he's kind of pulling back just a little bit. The big question is, how much time are these two losing? The drivers like Warren Kyle Keith, who came in on lap. Kyle Keith coming in. Last pit on lap 110. Currently the fastest driver out on the racetrack. Cedric Hunter takes another look down to the inside. They're going to be side by side coming off of turn number 2, but Hunter's going to have to tuck back in line, just not close enough to make that move happen as we are coming to 22 laps to go. Do these two have enough fuel in the tank to make it? Or are they going to have to come down and do a little splash and go? If they do have to come down for fuel only, it won't be much. They wouldn't lose the full lap that they would have lost taking 4 tires. Battle back here between Jacob Jorgensen and Cody Kinsey in front. Running down that 93. And you see the 8 of Brad Titus, who is a few laps down, as Timothy Stubblefield is the next driver to make their way down pit road, as we have 20 laps to go. Schaefer, let's hear it. Let's feel what these drivers trying to save right now. Doesn't sound like that. He is right on the throttle. Trying to get everything they can for these final 19 laps. He sees Timothy Stubblefield down to the way with a 15.3 second stop. That's the killer thing. You see that total pit road time, 53.3 seconds, when these drivers are running 25-second laps. It's a real tough one to try to keep your position. But real lap traffic down 49 of Jason Hastings getting lapped right there, but allowed Cedric Hunter to pull right to the back bumper of Eric Schaefer, with 17 laps to go. So a little battle back here between Tony Kivett and Brandon Banks. It's a battle for 4th and 5th. But the battle for the lead is heating up as they're going to go door to door off of turn number 4. And down the front stretch, there's Warren Kyle Keith. Again, he is 1 lap down, trying to get his lap back. There's the 82 Spencer Gay. He's going to throw a little block here. So they're going to go 3 wide with the lap car of Warren Kyle Keith and Spencer Gay. Of course, Gay on older tires, Warren Kyle Keith on fresher tires. There's Timothy Stubblefield on fresh tires as well. All that's going on, it's allowed Eric Schaefer to pull away from Cedric Hunter. We have less than 15 miles to go. Workout Keith looks down to the inside of Eric Schaefer. Schaefer's going to easily give him that position, as not to lose too much time off turn number 4. See Cedric Hunter now working down to the inside. He's going to try to take advantage. Eric Schaefer giving the lap back to Warren Kyle Keith. More drivers on pit road. You see Jason Hastings on pit road. Dusty Applin just came off of pit road. Is anybody Anybody else going to come down and splash for fuel here in the final, going to be 12 laps. Quickly coming to the back bumper of Eric Schaefer. Schaefer trying to get his 4th win of the season. Cedric Hunter trying to get his 3rd. Off of turn number 4, coming to 11 laps to go. Schaefer's doing all he can to keep that 13 behind him. Of course, the lap traffic has been actually been helping Cedric Hunter quite a bit. The lap traffic has been helping Eric Schaefer keep Cedric Hunter behind him quite a bit here tonight. You see the lap car. That is Jason Hastings. Just came off pit road and has 4 fresh tires and making his way back through the field. You see just how much speed 4 tires has. And Schaefer lets him by on the outside. Less than 10 laps to go. Do these 2 drivers have enough fuel in the tank to make it to the end? More importantly, in a tough track like here, Spencer gave down on pit road. A tough track like here, can we stay green for 8 more laps? That's what these 2 drivers are hoping for right now, a green flag run to the end. And Cedric Hunter is there. He's right there on that back bumper. Trying to take a look down to the inside. He is going to go door to door with Eric Schaefer off of turn number 4. Schaefer fights back on the high side. Look, contact made between those 2. They continue to run door to door through turns 1 and 2. These 2 incredibly even down the backstretch and into turn number 3. We'll be coming in just 6 laps to go, and Schaefer slides up the racetrack, gives the lead to Cedric Hunter, who gets, Schaefer gets sideways off of turn number 4. He's trying to give it everything he gets. Everything he's got with 6 laps to go. Again, these 2 pit last on lap 74. So almost 75 laps on these tires. They're still out there running hard as Cedric Hunter now. These 2, Eric Schaefer now falling back from Cedric Hunter. Cedric Hunter now almost a second ahead. And I think the tires just gave out on that 4 machine. Tony Kimmett now taking a look down to the inside of Justin Gahn. He's going to move himself up into the 3rd position and onto the podium. And Brandon Banks now making his way down pit road. Doesn't look like he's going to got enough fuel to make it to the end. Cedric Hunter comes across the stripe, but we have 3 laps to go. Brad Titus also on pit road. Do these drivers have enough fuel to make it to the end? Off of turn number 4. 2 laps to go for Cedric Hunter, trying to make it his 3rd win of the season. Eric Schaefer sits back in 2nd and Tony Kimmett back in 3rd. Justin Gahn 4th. Jesse Whittington back in 5th. And as he comes off of turn number 4, white flag is in the air. Just one more lap to go here for Cedric Hunter, who's got almost a 2-second lead over second place Eric Schaefer. Down into turn number 3 for the final time. And Cedric Hunter is going to cruise off of turn number 4 to get his 3rd win of the season. Eric Schaefer is going to bring it home in 2nd. Tony Kivitt back in 3rd. Justin Gahn and Jesse Whittington round out your top 5. We'll take a look at the full results in just a moment. The on-track words here. Cedric Hunter comes down across the start-finish line and celebrates his win here tonight. Burns it down the front stretch here. We'll take a look at our final results. Again, Cedric Hunter getting the win here tonight. Eric Schaefer brings it home 2nd. Tony Kivitt back at 3rd. Justin Gahn and Jesse Whittington, your top 5. Cody Kinsey back in 6th. Craig Parks finishes 7th. Jacob Jorgensen, Warren Kyle Keith, and Barry Knapp round out your top 10. Josh Lokovitz brings it back to 11th. Jason Hastings back in 12th. Dusty Applin, Timothy Stubblefield, and Spencer Gay round out your top 15. 16th, Brandon Banks. Brad Titus back in 17th. 18th was Richard Swavely, Chris Bishop, and Lucas Lyons round out your field here tonight at Dover. And as we get ready to talk to our top 3, we'll get a word in from our sponsor one more time. All right, well, we're going to bring in our top 3, starting with your 3rd place finisher, Tony Kivitt.
Get it on the right rear.
Oh, Tony, you got Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
how you doing today?
Didn't mean to interrupt your conversation there. But,
I know, you're good, man.
Man,
nobody didn't say nothing I shouldn't have.
What a run for you here tonight. Coming home 3rd. I know you're in a tight battle there trying to get yourself into the playoffs on the outside looking in. And this is a great way to get yourself towards that cutoff line. Talk us through your race here and the strategy that was able to play out here to get yourself up on the podium here tonight.
Well, I think the biggest strategy was we came in after that run with like 5 or 6 laps, and we had that caution. And me and Schaefer and everybody else but Banks, Banks stayed out, but all the other DBR guys, we came in and pitted. Cedric came in and pitted too, and we got those fresh tires. And I guess those 6 laps. I mean, when we came out of the pits, my race size were only 99. But I guess that little bit helped. You know, that little advantage over Justin and Jesse, or I think Jesse pit too, but Justin didn't pit. But that definitely helped. That's probably the reason why I got up to the podium.
Yeah, kind of surprising that little bit of laps actually helped out as much as it did, but it really did. And another thing is, this is a tough track. Both, on the tires and mentally tough track. Were you kind of shocked to see that there wasn't really a lot of cautions? I think we only had 3 cautions for incident here tonight. Does that kind of surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, I was actually thinking like when those guys started pitting, I see that what's his name? Warren Kyle Keith, he pitted. So I thought maybe when those guys came out when they were trying to pit, that the difference in speed was going to make it to where maybe something happened, but I was hoping it didn't. I was like, there's no way that by pitting they're going to catch us. So it all worked out.
Well, man, you got yourself a great finish here tonight up on the podium. In 2 weeks, we go to another really tough track, the track that's too tough to tame, Darlington. How do you like your chances at the old super speedway there?
I actually really like Darlington. It took me, I don't know, I've been on the sim for like 4 years. It probably took me 3 years to try to get used to figuring out how to get around there, and I really practiced at it, and Schaefer and Brandon, they helped me a lot getting around there because they're both really good there. And Jesse Priest, another guy that we run with a lot, they helped me out how to get around there. But yeah, I think I'll do pretty good there. Maybe as long as the biggest thing with Darlington is when I screw myself by hitting the wall, and then you damage your car and you're no good. But
That's
same
so
thing with here. I mean, if you hit the wall here off the exit of the corner or something, you can really do damage to where you're so slow it doesn't help you. But
for sure. It's so easy to get up into the wall at Darlington. I've been on the service for 13 years and I still can't get around Darlington. So that really tells you how tough that track can be. But man, again, great finish here tonight. Of course, Tony, before we let you go, anyone want to thank? Any shots you got to give here tonight?
yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to SimRap Markets and what they do to help the league grow and the sponsorship they have. Give a shout out to yourself at Intensity Broadcasting for broadcasting the race. Definitely want to give a shout out to my wife for letting me actually spend the time to get on here and race. And my teammates. My teammates, we help each other out. I mean, we got some guys on there, Schaefer, Brandon. They're super fast, Lawson Peel, and they take the time to help us out to try to get everybody some speed on the sim. And I definitely want to thank them.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight. Good luck in 2 weeks at Darlington, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, man. I also want to give a shout out to Elite Performance Industries. I'm a team driver for EPI, and we'll give a shout out to them for all the help they give me on the open setups.
RaceEPI.com. We're a partner here as well on
Yes,
Intensity
sir. Yes,
Broadcasting.
sir.
So, got to shout out that RaceEPI.com.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, again, congratulations. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Thank you.
So, there's a driver right there showing that Race EPI can help you out. Let's bring in your second place finisher here tonight, Eric Schaefer. Eric, you got Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, brother man? How you?
I'm doing well, man. What a race. What a run you had here tonight. I know coming up one spot short, but listening to the radio there, that sounded like a lot of fun between you and Cedric there for those last 20 laps or so. Coming down towards the end, though, you guys were catching some lap traffic and some traffic that was coming by you on fresh tires. Did that concern you guys a little bit coming through there, knowing that one slip up could cost you quite a bit of time there?
No, I pretty much trust all these guys in here, but I knew Cedric was sitting back there saving his tires a little bit better than I was. I mean, I was able to manage what we were doing there, but no, we ended up burning the right rear off of it, and when he got up beside me that one last time, I got a little sideways in the corner and started sliding down towards him. I said, no, I'm not going to wreck both of us for this. I'm points racing anyway, so I just lifted it and let him have the spot and told him good race.
Yeah, we saw you getting sideways there off the corner at the end of that run. I had a feeling that right rear burnt off, and that's one thing that this track is known for. It's not really known for burning up that right front. It's more that right rear. Coming down to it, though, doing that little strategy there, speaking of tire wear, coming down early during that yellow, taking tires, even though they only had like 6 or 8 laps on them, did that seem to really make a big difference towards the end of this run?
Oh yeah, they were free. They were sitting in the pits. We had 3 more sets left. And it was stupid not to come in and take tires. I mean, any this track is the concrete version of Darlington. Any amount of laps that you have on your tires here, if you have the opportunity to go put freshies on, you might as well take it. This is a very abrasive track, especially with the heat that we got as 117 track temp during the entire race. It was definitely eating the tires up, especially the right rear, man. It was an egg. You had to drive with an eggshell underneath your right foot for the corner exit.
And speaking of those tires on pit road, I'm going to ask the same question I asked Tony. Were you kind of surprised that the race was as clean as it was? I think we only had 2 or 3 yellows for incident here tonight. That kind of take you by surprise? Did you kind of think there'd be a little bit more than that?
No, I mean there's a bunch of good guys in here. Here lately we've been unfortunately getting smaller car count, but no, there's a bunch of good guys in here, man. We typically have pretty good clean races anyways, and no, I really think everybody did a good job on dotting their I's, crossing the T's tonight, and just give and take as they should.
Well, as you mentioned, Darlington, we're going to be going there in 2 weeks to the track that's too tough to tame. How do you like your chances at the old super speedway there?
I love Darlington. I love it just as much as I do Richmond and Charlotte and Nashville, but no, it's that track with me is either really good or I'm really bad, depending on the track temp and what we're doing with the car and everything else. But no, I'm looking forward to it. See what everybody can do.
Well, as I mentioned to Tony there, I've been on the service for 13 years and I still can't figure my way around that track. So good luck in 2 weeks at Darlington. And of course, before we let you go, anyone want to thank? Any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, buddy. Appreciate you for doing what you do on Intensity Broadcasting. Appreciate you. Huge shout out to all the DVR guys. Paul set up shop. Shout outs for all the guys over in the other Discord sitting there watching us. Shout out to Joe for the good paint as usual. But no, man, that's it. I just appreciate everybody.
Well, again,
Simrat Market as well.
awesome, man. Well, again, congrats on the runner-up here tonight. And now Cedric's going to tie you for the most wins of the season. So hopefully we'll talk to you again at Darlington.
All right, brother.
Have a great night.
You too.
So that was Eric Schaefer, your second place finisher. Let's bring in your winner here tonight, Cedric Hunter, driver of the 13 machine. Cedric, you got Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing well, but not as well as you. That was a hell of a run there that you had in that race that you and Cedric Hunter had there at the end. Talk us through those last 20 laps. I know you had the speed. You both were on the same kind of strategy there. Lap traffic coming by you on fresh tires and slower cars you guys were catching. Talk us through what was going through your mind those last 20 laps.
Yeah, I guess trying to work Schaefer over for give or take about 70 laps there. Or I guess up to that point would have been closer to 50 or so. My goal, I guess, was try and get runs, just don't wear the tires out, keep the temperatures in, because that's the most important thing. At one point, or at maybe twice, I think I actually did get a run, did get my nose there side by side with him, and he was obviously really good at defending that. So, and then guys unlapping themselves coming by, which caught me completely off guard. I was not paying attention to my relative or my mirror at all. So pretty much exactly when it happened, I was making a move on Schaefer. It didn't work out, and just as I was kind of getting my stuff back in order, I hear a car outside or car inside, and like I said, completely caught me off guard. I wasn't paying attention at all. Cost me a bunch of time. I thought there was no way I was getting back to Schaefer. He was really, really quick tonight. I think him and I obviously had the same strategy, but I think we were driving the car very different with our lines and stuff like that. But overall, I feel like our cars kind of drove similar. I saw a lot of guys get really tight and stuff like that coming off the corners, and him and I were kind of throwing the rear end out there, and it was so much fun. Like, I don't know what else to say. I've never honestly raced somebody for 75, 80 laps as hard as I did with him, and usually when you're put in those positions, the dirty or whatever has an effect, and you kind of kill your stuff. And tonight we both did a great job of just racing, and both being there and for the entire run, and also putting on a good show for the broadcast and everyone out there.
Yeah, I heard you talking on the radio with him saying exactly that, man. It was just a wild run there at the end. You talk about the two different lines you were running. He was running more of the traditional Dover line, and you were doing a little bit more of that diamond through the corners. Do you feel like that might have helped save that right rear? Because I know Eric said at the end of the run that right rear was just toast on his car.
Yeah, he told me he had I think 5% on the rears, which is crazy. Yeah, it was super, super low. I mean, give or take probably another 5 or so laps, he would have probably blown a right rear. Yeah, I felt that like the line actually helped me. Like I ran a next gen race here on Wednesday, and I was kind of doing the same thing where you kind of want to go in decently hot with a bunch of rear brake dialed into the car and kind of get to slow down more than most through the center, and then just power it off. Like I'm trying to use the rear tires as much as possible. Obviously, he was doing it way more than I was, but my focus tonight was just to save the right front, and have that turn, especially through the center and then exit. Because getting those runs, if you can't get those runs off the corner, there's no way you're passing anybody. So, yeah, I felt like the line helped me, but I don't think I've seen like Dover's really interesting to me just because I've raced obviously at this track for years on iRacing, and I feel like now it's in a good place where you can kind of work maybe 3 or 4 different lanes and make it work just depending on how you drive it.
Well, in 2 weeks we move on to Darlington, another track. Dover being the monster mile and being tough to drive. Then we move to Darlington, another track just known for being tough to drive and having to save tires. How do you like your chances in 2 weeks over at the old Super Speedway?
I feel really good. As long as it kind of drives a little on the looser side, I think I'll be really competitive there. My track record on that track is pretty good, I would say. So as long as it's not a complete plow box, I think we'll be good there. Hopefully we can have a wicked battle there again next week, and my other 2 teammates will be there as well, as hopefully. So we'll have a couple more guys that we'll have to try and beat, but it should be a really good race. Everyone out there, you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, usually Dover is one of those tracks that's a pile fest, as you just kind of said. I was kind of surprised that went as green as it did, but hey, man, you got the win here tonight, so congratulations on that. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank, any shout-outs you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, so I want to give you a huge shout-out for doing the broadcast, everybody for tuning in to the broadcast. I want to give a shout-out to Eric and for racing me as clean as he did there. Again, super, super fun. I look forward to continuing the battles throughout the rest of the season. Thank you to all the drivers, I guess, that stuck around after the announcement, and to the admins for doing all the hard work that they do on their side, and to dropping the hammer and all my teammates out there.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congrats on the win. Tie in Eric Schaefer for the most wins on the season. Good luck in 2 weeks at Darlington. Hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
And that was your winner, Cedric Hunter, here from Dover International Raceway. That's going to do it for us here tonight in the Sim Wrap Market National Series here on iRacing. And, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, or over on Kick. Don't forget that like button, follow, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you know anytime we go live here on Intensity Broadcasting. Don't want to forget about our great partners. Check out the links down below for our series sponsor, simwrapmarket.com. For all your iRacing paints needs, check them out down at the link below. Of course, Race EPI for all your iRacing coaching and setup needs. Check out our website at intensityracing.com if you're looking for some swag for your small race team. Get a quote today or pick up some of Atlee Atman Weese's racing gear there as well. And finally, we can't forget about our great partner over at Butt Kicker. Butt Kicker is a well-known and established leader in gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel low-frequency sounds. Check out the full line of Butt Kicker products and figure out what's right for you by visiting thebuttkicker.com. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, don't forget to join us in 2 weeks from Darlington. Don't forget to join us on Tuesday night for the Doghouse Racing League. As their season's about halfway through, we're great racing there on Tuesday nights in their Xfinity series. So check that out as well. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. And as our boy Atman Weiss would say, over and out.